Hello! Perfidious Beat here, back to not receive any thanks whatsoever from an ungrateful nation in XCOM, War of the Chosen. And yeah, I'm firing shots not so subtly at you, Betos, because you know what? You're welcome, I guess. I mean, while I didn't necessarily go out and liberate your homeland by destroying the Black Site facility specifically to earn your gratitude, you know, you could have at least acknowledged the effort. Yes, I did it mostly to thwart the Doom counter, but still you could have been like, hey, you know what, Pete? Thanks. It would have just, I mean, it would have been a polite thing to do, Betos. The Allies didn't invade Normandy in World War II specifically to liberate France either. Mostly they did it just to stop Hitler from conquering the world, but even the French had the good manners to say, hey, Allies, thanks for, you know, liberating our country from the occupying Germans. That was nice of you. The French did it, and they're French, for crying out loud. Do you really, Betos, want the Skirmisher faction to be known as the faction that is less courteous than the French? It's the French! Seriously, the French! You know what? Just forget it, Betos. Never mind. Just forget I even brought it up. Just go ahead and start smoking clove cigarettes, eating really long loaves of bread, and generally looking down your nose at the rest of the continent. I guess that's just par for the course, I suppose.
Your soldiers fought well today, Commander.
Oh, right, I forgot. You were on that mission and we completely spanked you.
I will be discouraged, for I am dauntless in my mission.
I don't expect you to not be discouraged because you're dauntless in your mission, ball of derp. I expect you to not be discouraged in your mission because you're just kind of stupid. At this point, I mean, I really feel like you're too dumb to realize that you're never gonna succeed. You're too dumb to be afraid. So the Avatar progress went up by 5 this month, which is honestly flat out ridiculous. That's basically half the Doom counter in a single month. Completed a dark event, constructed a facility. We did all of these things that nobody gives a shit about. Our monthly supply loss is at 0. Not sure how that worked out, but okay. Ball of Dirt made some progress. She's getting intense training, get more strength, skill, speed, and whatnot in combat. Frankly, let's hope her training goes well, because she kind of needs it. Undying Loyalty. I hate that dark event with the burning passion of 1,000 suns. Stiletto rounds are irritating, but honestly, we're not getting shot anyway. If we're getting shot, we're getting killed. We only get stepped on and immediately killed. We never get shot and wounded, so I'm not worried about stiletto rounds, but Undying Loyalty, that could be seriously harmful for the cause. We will probably choose to stop that at all costs. Also, apparently, we've picked up another wildcard order. Well, that's nice. Rapid collection. Resistance supply drops are collected instantly. Volunteer Army. We actively avoided Volunteer Army, even though I think it's a really good perk, simply because it's going to bonus. Although, we could use that guy as bait, and they don't always show up. I just still feel like it's a bad risk. Tech defense of all enemies and hack targets lowered by 20. Not terrible. Intel rewards increased by 10%. Again, not terrible. Extra 2 power for the Avenger. That's all we got, huh? I guess we'll take Inside Job. Not because it's great, but because we don't have any. It's like the best of a whole bunch of bad options.
I'm glad to see our joint effort paid off like we hoped.
Superior Repeater. Oh, Snoop Dogg, once again, you and Dave Chappelle have brought it home. Specifically, in this case, you brought home a Superior Repeater, which is real good, because we want one. Reduce Avatar Project progress. Call me crazy, I think we're probably going to have to do that. Gaining ability points, also good. Any promotions in this stack? Popular Support, which gets us a new order? What order does it get us? It actually gets us, never mind, the mission is new orders. What we get is Popular Support 2. Which gives us extra supplies from supply drops. That ain't great, but we're going to wind up doing it because, you know, promotion. Recover loot, might do that one as well. Recruit a Templar, not unless there's a promotion. Improve in combat intelligence, we actually can't do. We don't have any qualifying trooper. So, I guess we'll reduce our Avatar Project progress then. Give me any sergeant. Do we just go with Snoop and Dave again? I keep sending, you know what? Yeah, Snoop Dogg and Dave Chappelle have been knocking them out of the park. Why do we fight a winning combination? Moderate risk that somebody get captured. High chance that these guys get ambushed. Huh. Are we worried about Snoop and Dave Chappelle getting ambushed? We're kind of not. We will pay 25 supplies to make sure nobody gets captured, because captured is shitty. But I don't really care about the... I mean, they're definitely... somebody's coming back hurt and somebody's getting ambushed, but... it's Snoop and Dave will just walk away. They're not even going to worry about it. Also, they could kind of use the... yeah, we're going to do it. They could kind of use the EXP. I trust Snoop Dogg and Dave Chappelle to bring home the bacon. I send them out and I'll be like, guys, go find one pig, butcher it, and bring me home the bacon. And they're like, yes, sir, Pete, sir, we love bacon. Because that's exactly how Snoop and Dave Chappelle both sound. Just like that. Faux shizzle, bro. You know we're going to bring home that pig izzle. How would you snoopify bacon? B to the A to the C-O-N? Probably that's it. We gonna bring home the B to the A to the C-O-N? The S to the W to the I-N-E? Bring home the swine-izzle? Swine-izzle, that's it. Yep. That's the winner right there. Gotta get me some of that sweet swine-izzle, Pete.
New regional contacts.
So we could go to Eastern Europe, which is 2 links away from where we want to be. We could go to Eastern Asia, or we could go to New Indonesia, which, like MasterCard, is everywhere we want to be. Kristen Stewart has managed to return a negative trait.
Have provided us all the intel they have on the Chosen actively working in the area.
So we know where the Warlock is now. Congratulations. Soul Butcher. Man, that's a great name. Soul Butcher is actually a great name, and we can fully expect him to show up on this mission.
New supplies coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
Yeah, we actually have a negative income. How is that? Huh. We're losing money. I've never seen this happen before. I mean, we could just go make contact with the new region, and that'll give us more supplies, which is probably what we'll do. Still, negative income, I don't necessarily care for that.
It would take not only our power and our world, but the essence of our very being as
Yeah, who are you talking about again? What are you on about up here, guys? I mean, I wasn't paying attention, and I'm still not. I'm just acknowledging your existence and attempting to humor you. Cameron Diaz, why don't you get rid of whatever negative trait you had? I don't even remember what it was. Fear of shoelaces or something, no doubt. Power coil, resistance comms, we built a laboratory. This power coil, once we expose that, I think probably we will go ahead and put... I think we'll put a defense matrix in here. What are we working on for research right now, by the way? What are we researching here?
Our research is progressing as expected.
Powered armor, and it's taken a while.
I've seen members of the crew quietly.
You know what? I don't care if people are staring at your neck, Dr. Tigan. Just get used to it. People are going to stare. That's how people work. We have only 152 intel. I think we're going to have to build a tower here. We install this radio relay. That only costs us 50 supplies. That will get us out of the hole as well, because putting the network relay here does increase the amount of supply that we receive. We probably have another bond we can deepen here.
I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team, but as it stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment.
What are you talking about? Daniel Hall?
Working on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility.
I just did, Lily. He's working on excavation. When in doubt, hand him a shovel. Did you not check the flowchart for delegating tasks? There's a very simple flowchart for engineering, and it's look at the man. Does engineer have shovel in hand? And then the flowchart says yes and no. The yes option says kick him in the ass and tell him to get back to shoveling. The no option says hand him a shovel, kick him in the ass, and tell him to get back to shoveling. Shoveling is what we do. We also want to deepen... Don't we have... I thought we had somebody else who was needed to deepen their bond, but I guess that train has sailed. All right, then. Back to building this radio beacon. There we go. Got some shielded power coil. We're not going to build anything here because I don't want a Scilab. We don't need a power relay and resistance comms. We already have more than enough of. We have 8 contacts. We're currently using 3. Think we're good, though, XCOM, for the nonce. We're, like, totally covered. Let's get George Harrison and his boys down here to get back to the shoveling. Because, as always, shoveling must be done. 86-year-old musical icon. Actually, I don't know how old George Harrison is. He's probably, well, he's dead, so it doesn't really matter. But if he was still alive, I have no idea how old is Paul McCartney? He's like 140, right? Ambushed. What a surprise. Ambushed by Ball of Derp, huh? Or Ball of Derp still has coverage over the Australia region. I really expected us to encounter the Warlock. Got some Lost in the area as well. Don't care. Snoop and Chappelle are the Teflon gods. They're going to walk out of this completely untouched. They're untouchable. They're smoother than Teflon. Forget that John Gotti guy. The Teflon Don is actually Dave Chappelle. He framed John Gotti. How do you think Gotti wound up in prison? That's how good Dave Chappelle is. He's like, nah, dog, it wasn't me. It was John Gotti. Did you ever hear about him? He's the Teflon Don. So Dave and Snoop gonna have no trouble waltzing out of this.
No time to waste. Break cover and move to the extraction point on the double.
I mean, while that seems like really terrible advice, John, I'm going to go ahead and not heed it, because now that I've had said that, it actually sounds like terrible advice, and turns out it's objectively just terrible advice. So we're going to not do that. I'd love to get these reinforcements are going to drop. I'd love to see if we could get them to drop next to something that we could explode by throwing a claymore mine at and then also just exploding. Guys, drop like right next to this exploding vehicle, though. That would be beautiful. Never mind, this guy's here. Well, he has too much health for us to kill with a rifle shot.
The patrol is upwind.
And here come the much expected reinforcements.
Your team is compromised. We're picking up
Bradford, what are you talking about? My team is compromised. My team is completely invisible. We're nowhere close to compromised. We're like something that is undetectable in a thing that is also difficult to see. Like we're something undetectable against an indiscernible backdrop. I was going for like the fart in the sewer pipe joke, but I make that reference all the time. I need to expand my metaphor selection. Tried to do it and failed. We're as undetectable as a new Pete metaphor in a metaphor store. See, I tried it there again, but it was also bad. Those guys have a lot of health, though. You didn't spot shit. Why are you guys running around reacting like you saw something? You didn't see anything. This is Dave Chappelle and Snoop D Izzle. The D-O-double-G cannot be seen by the likes of you. You guys got nothing. I may just wander around and let the Lost kill you.
I am on the move.
Dave Chappelle could put you in a hurt locker, but he can't kill you. Unless you wander near something that's going to explode, we're unlikely to be able to take you out in a single shot, so we're not even going to try. This may be one of the ambush missions where discretion winds up being the better part of valor. I would like to throw in a few kills if we could. But Snoop and Dave Chappelle aren't exactly our highest ranking team here. And also there's a non-zero chance that one of the Chosen could show up. And I love Snoop and I love Dave Chappelle. They're fantastic covert operatives, but I don't think between the two of them they have a good chance at taking out the Chosen. They might need a little extra help is all I'm saying. Although there is almost no chance that we will run into a Chosen on this mission, because we just killed Ball of Derp. I mean, we literally just finished Ball of Derp off. There are more Advent on this mission than I would have expected. Go walk over by your buddy. Oh no, go walk over there. Or go stand by those propane tanks. They might be explodable. Mostly just stand next to something I can destroy. And here come the Lost. Well, this will give Advent something to focus on that isn't me. That's nice. Purifier's gonna go dash. He's gonna go stand right next to the potentially explosive tanks, though. Why don't you go stand right next to your friend? Right next to the potentially explosive tanks? Nope. So, potentially explosive tanks, how potentially explosive are you? It turns out, just potentially explosive enough.
Moving out.
You know what? Let's let Dave Chappelle take the kill in this one, actually. Dave? Why don't you come up here? And those potentially explosive tanks, why don't you see if you could potentially explode them? For instance, like, say that. There we go. Well, double explosion, probably not the best idea in the whole world, but let's take one step to the left here. This guy's going to go towards the Lost, probably shoot at some of them. He went on Overwatch. So you don't have great cover there, Rick. I'm not sure what you were hoping to achieve with the Overwatch maneuver, but whatever that was, I don't think you're going to get it done. I mean, sure, you're going to shoot at these guys, but I doubt you kill one. Never mind, I stand corrected. Maybe I was overly critical of your abilities. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's actually... I'm not sure how he found us, because he didn't actually enter our tile, but okay. Dave Chappelle may be getting punched in a snot locker here. Nope. Oh, well, we're not actually visible, though. So, like, Dave Chappelle is visible, but not really? Curious how this works. So, Dave Chappelle may as well kill this Lost. He's standing there. Got a little headshot action. Dave's got a real good chance of critical in that, dude. That's your only target, huh? You know what? It's fine. Go ahead and take him out. I trust Dave Chappelle to get the kill here. There you go. But Pete, he didn't get a headshot action. It's fine. We'll just teamwork him over here. A little bit of teamwork. And Dave Chappelle ghosted. Dave Chappelle is the unseen.
I will reposition.
And now he can go hide behind this potted plant. And we can have Snoop Dogg come over here.
At your service.
We may take some time and see if we can crack a few of these Lost. Why not? We can sit here and snipe from cover as long as we kill them. They can't do spit. They can't even spit, probably because their salivary glands are all rotted and desiccated and don't actually work properly. Some of these Lost have a lot of health, though. Like more... Geez, guys, graceful much? They really... I think they got some kind of like degenerative motor neuron disease there. They don't...
I am on the move.
They're not exceptionally graceful, those Lost.
I must reload.
Is anybody else even going to come over here?
Moving as ordered.
Let's just cozy up for... Oh, Snoop maybe has a shot at a guy. If he hits, he dies. Nobody else is even around, so why not? Great shot, Snoop. Just off the mark. That... You're right, Snoop. I mean, you just barely missed him, except by the whole width of the field. It's like Tom Brady took the snap and was trying to throw a like 80-yard Hail Mary touchdown pass, and instead threw it behind him and hit his own running back in the side of the head and knocked him out. And he's like, you know, just off the mark. You're like, hey, Tom, we're just off the mark, buddy. You were off by about as far as you could possibly be off.
I go what I'm needed.
I suppose you could have swallowed the football. That may have been more off. Well, Dave Chappelle's going to get himself a kill, at least. I don't know why I'm killing these Lost. Actually, what I'm doing right here with killing these Lost is, well, one, Dave Chappelle does not have silent killer, so that was remarkably stupid.
I will go.
But I'm actually helping Advent. I just realized. I'm assisting Advent. These guys are going to kill Advent. We should just let them do it. Snoop, you don't have silent killer either, do you? Man, we've been taking some terribly stupid risks. You know what? Let's stop doing that. We're gonna get the hell out of here. For whatever reason, I figured Snoop would have silent killer, but he does not have silent killer. We're gonna go then. It would be funny to watch these guys beat the shit out of the... Who are you after, by the way? I think they're just lost. I mean, well, it's right there in the name, Pete. But this time, I think they also may be like...
I go where you tell me.
They may not know their current location. They need a GPS assistance here. Yeah, this day is done. Good call, Snoop. Sometimes, you know, when you've overstayed your welcome, and this seems like one of those times, let's beat it. Exciting mission, Pete. No, it wasn't an exciting mission, but it was a flawless mission. And once again, Snoop and my boy Dave Chappelle come out completely unscathed. It'd be nice if one of them could maybe pick up a promotion, possibly Snoop. Even better might be Dave Chappelle, since he's still just like a lowly sergeant. Actually, Dave Chappelle's like a corporal. Both of you get promoted. How's that? I'm handing out promotions all over. I want the Oprah level promotion. Well, Dave Chappelle made it to sergeant.
Certainly encourage the crew.
Yeah, they'll do that, encouraging the crew. That gives Dave Chappelle shrapnel. Dave Chappelle has tactical rigging, too, which is useful. You can't pick it up now, because I'm not wasting any of our delicious and scarce action points on literally our lowest ranked trooper, who mostly just goes on covert operation after covert operation after covert operation, but it is nice that he has it. Let's get back to finishing this beacon, then. Avatar project should be going down by 2, because that's what Avatar projects do after we complete that. Beautiful. And shouldn't I be able to schedule another covert operation? Gotta wait for this one to actually officially be done before we can start a new one, alright? Fine. And Snoop got promoted. Huh. So Snoop got promoted after the fact. I guess we had to wait for his official debriefing before we could give him his much-deserved promotion. Well, Snoop, why don't you go ahead and be Lieutenant Calvin Snoop Dogg Brodus. And you're gonna get the silent killer that I thought you had all along. We really gotta get Snoop on more missions, though, because he's a lyrical genius. We should be having Snoop out on missions trying to earn more ability points. That's what we need. Hollow targeting is interesting. Deadeye is bad. I wonder if you could... Well, here's a question. Is Deadeye bad if you have silent killer? That's an intriguing idea, because a silent killer Deadeye might be okay. Like, if you're silent, if Deadeye doesn't unstealth you, and you can Deadeye, that's just bonus damage on all of our shots. Normally, I think Deadeye is exactly what's on the tin. I think it's kind of a dead-eyed ability. It's shitty. Because it says significant damage boost, but the damage boost from it isn't significant. It's like 1 or 2 points. But we've been spending a lot of ability points to pick up Blood Trail for that extra +1 damage. If we stack Blood Trail's +1 damage on top of Deadeye, we might be able to make somebody who could do a respectable amount of damage in a single shot from stealth and then kill their target so as to remain stealthed. We should definitely try that. Maybe not with Snoop Dogg, per se. I'd really like to see... Well, who else has... Does anybody else have Deadeye and Blood Trail? Let's check that out, because I'm intrigued by the opportunity now. You do not... You have squad sight. Hollow targeting. I mean, Miley Cyrus is a dyed-in-the-wool killer. There's almost nothing we would want to give Miley Cyrus more than she already has. I think Miley's tricked out. If I was going to say pimp my pop star, I mean, I think Miley Cyrus has already gotten the Jesse James treatment. And I'm not saying that Jesse James had sex with her, because typically when you say the Jesse James treatment, you start thinking, oh, he cheated on his wife. He cheated on Sandra Bullock with Miley. No, it's not what I'm implying here. I'm not saying he didn't cheat on his wife with Miley Cyrus, because apparently Jesse James is a wild guy, but to do so without evidence would be slanderous. Unless I legitimately believe it to be true, but even in this case, I don't believe it to be true. It seems pretty unlikely. They strike me as the kind of individuals who run in widely disparate circles. So to imply that would be slanderous, so I'm going to not do that. We can make jokes about Kat Von D all day, though. Rihanna, I'm going to say no to you as well. Wiffle ball? Do you have... I don't want to upgrade your weapon, although we do need to get that superior repeater into play. Shredder, you have squad sight, no Deadeye. We're looking for people with Deadeye. Finally, Seth Rogen as Shredder. We really need to get you Shredder, Rogen. You also have squad sight. We got any other Deadeyes? Charlize Atomic Theron, Snoop Dogg. Maybe our only, you may be the only game in town. Lieutenant Cheech Marin. Okay, Tommy Chong has no ability points and a terrible combat intelligence. He's actually a worse candidate for this than Snoop Dogg. We're talking about dead eyes. Look in the fish black eyes of Tommy Chong. Get the soulless black orbs like a shark. Dave Chappelle is also a no. Cameron Diaz? Nope. Keanu? Aww. Woody, you're a squad side guy. Everybody's squad side. Soldier, squad side. Stephanie, squad side. Kirsten Dunst, tactical rigging. Matthew McConaughey, old flat circle. Well, I guess that's it then. We're back to... So it's either Snoop Dogg or no one. Those are our options. Do we want to invest in the Snoop then? I really want to try it out. You know what? Snoop is a genius. We're going to try this out. Do we want to also pick up Blood Trail? I do. Some of our precious, precious ability points. Don't worry, we'll get those ability points back when we start abusing some more Chosen. Let's see if we can get Snoop to be untired, and then once he is refreshed, relaxed, he's got his triple R rolling in. We can test out this Deadeye ability and see if, in fact, it works. By the way, where's the Guy Fieri show Triple R? I mean, he's done Triple D, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Where's Triple R, where Guy Fieri goes on vacation for some rest, relaxation, and restaurants? That's what I want to see. Guy Fieri's Triple R. Rest, relaxation, and restaurants. It's just going to be Guy Fieri wandering around, like, various beach food service locations, walking in a pair of flip-flops with his big gut hanging out over the top of his pants. Telling us all about how the best hot dogs in Miami Beach are located in South Miami. And then watching him as he dribbles food into his chest hair. That's the real part of the show. That's what you come for. Watching him dribble donkey sauce into his mat of chest hair. Which I'm assuming also will have frosted tips. Like, he's definitely frosting the tips of the chest hair. How could he not? It would be criminal for him to not do that. 40 intel to make contact over here. Let's get it done. We are back to positive income, by the way, as well. Up to a whopping +7. So despite the fact that that said it gave us 17, we only got a swing of 18 total supplies for making contact. This says it's going to be +50, and this says +93. But it's not.
Attempting to establish local regional contact.
Cameron Diaz has freed herself of negative traits, and it looks like we've got a guerrilla operation ready. The Soul Butcher is... Well, this is the mission we're going to be doing then. Operation Spider Shield. Also, anybody who's willing to give succor to a spider deserves to be destroyed. No sanctuary for spiders. Location scout. We have advanced intel on the mission site and we'll be able to observe all enemy movements. Yeah, we could kind of do that anyway, though, because we're Reapers and we're invisible. Don't really care about stiletto rounds. East Africa. A scientist would be interesting. We wouldn't mind picking up another scientist to speed our research, but the only thing I care about is stopping Undying Loyalty, because that dark event blows dong. We don't need Dr. Lewis Robinson Engineer on the team. That's just another empty mouth to feed. But Undying Loyalty must be stopped. And we will stop it, but we will do that
the factions have readied
next episode.
For various covert missions.
Right.
We should head to the ring to plan our next op.
I'm on it, Bradford. Let's go ahead. You know what? We'll do that, otherwise I'm going to forget. Did I just go like 5 days with no covert operation? I actually did go like 5 days with no covert operation going, because I'm dumb. Gain ability points. We could recover what we spent. One of these had a promotion, though. Resistance Order had a promotion. Is that the only one? It did. All right, who do we want to promote? A high chance somebody winds up wounded here. We could promote Snoop. We could also promote Keanu Reeves. We could get Rihanna up to max level, but Rihanna's pretty close on her own. I think we're better off to take somebody to Major. Woody Harrelson, who's your running partner? Kristen Stewart. Old Freedom Pole. No, let's do Keanu. We've been promoting Keanu as sort of the secondary leader of our backup team. Let's continue that paradigm and send him... We'll send him Lady... I mean, high chance somebody gets wounded. It's going to be... It's fine. You guys do that. Covert. My people? Your people are my people, Volk. You imply a disparity where none exists. Level 2 reach, yeah. Snoop Dogg, Dave Chappelle. They're the fastest of friends. We're going to improve this bond. Absolutely. Yes. And I hope I've improved my bond with you, the viewer, in this episode, although probably I've alienated more of you than I've bonded with, but that's the way it goes. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to be alienated again on a different day, feel free to subscribe as well. New episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching, and I will alienate you again soon.